So hi friends, welcome to TP Chennai and thanks a lot for subscribing TP Chennai. So in my previous video I have discussed IBPS PO 2019 notification in complete detail. Today I am going to tell about IBPS RRB PO preliminary examination which was conducted on 4th of August 2019 throughout India. So there we have two sections, right? Reasoning and quants. So this is, if you see here, IBPS RRB PO memory based question reasoning analysis, right? Reasoning analysis where you have 40 questions and those 40 questions they ask in a different manner. So when you see here, first they considered fully on puzzles and sitting arrangement, which was nothing but they asked 20 questions. Then you are having syllogism including possibility case, which they ask 5 questions. Then you have coded inequality, 5 questions. Then blood relation, which is very important, they ask 2 questions. Then coding decoding, again in a old pattern, right, in a Chinese format, they ask 5 questions. Then number based series, they ask 1 questions, and then alphabet based series, they ask 2 questions. So 40 questions they ask in a different manner. Okay, so just go through this one. It was not a easy level, it was somewhat easy to moderate level pattern. So second section is nothing but they ask quantitative aptitude, right? So you have 40 questions over there. Again they ask questions in this format. First one is nothing but number series where they ask 6 questions. Then quality equation, they ask 6 questions. Then approximation or simplification, but most of the batches they ask approximation. Again they ask 6 questions over there. Then data interpretation, right? So DI they ask under that you are having bar graph. Then tabular DI including both, it was 10 questions, each 5 questions they ask. And then remaining arithmetic, that means statement based, chapter based questions they ask from different chapters, where they ask 12 questions in the examination. Again when you see this particular section, it was not an easy section, it was easy to moderate level for all the shifts. When you see here quantitative aptitude section, so there they ask 6 questions. Out of these 6 questions I will discuss 4 questions, right? So when you see the first question here, so look at the series here, what they are asking here: 66, 75, 70, 79, question mark, and then 83. So when you see this number series here, right, so whenever you are solving number series question also, approach is very important, right? So when you see the series here, it was not that much increasing, right? So when you see the difference here, so what is the difference here? 9. What is the difference here? 9. What is the difference here? 5. Again, what is the difference here? 9. This is one way to solve this question, or else you know very well there is a series called alternate series. So when you see the here series, so 66 and 70, how much increment happened? 4, right? So again, how you know that increment will be 4? For that you see this series 75 and 79, how much increment happened? Plus 4. Again when you consider 79 and 18.3, how much increment happened? Plus 4, right? So when you see again 66 and 70, how much increment happened? Plus 4. So everywhere plus 4 increment is there. So what about my next series? Again plus 4 increment will be there, right? So what is 70 plus 4? It is nothing but 74. So my answer is 74, right? When you keep second series here, right? So when you see 46, 50, 41, 57, 32, and then they have given you question mark, right? Now here also multiplication logic won't work because series is not that much increasing, right? So again when you see the difference here, how much difference is there? Plus 4. Again here it is nothing but minus 9, right? So your series is increasing then decreasing. Again what is the increment here? Plus 16. While seeing this increment decrement itself, you can identify that some logic is going on. So what is the logic is going on here? Plus 4, minus 9, and plus 16. What are those numbers? Actually they are perfect square number, right? Consecutive perfect square number. 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. So next number will be how much? Minus 5 square. So plus 2 square, minus 3 square, plus 4 square, minus 5 square. So next number will be plus 6 square. And what is 6 square? 36. So what is my answer? 32 plus 36, which is nothing but 68. So my answer is 68, right? Third question. Again when you see here 3.5 decimal is there, then they gave question mark 21, 84, 420 and 2520, right? So question mark comes in the second place itself. So from here you can't able to get any pattern, right? Again when you proceed further, so what you have seen here, this is into 4, right? And this is nothing but into 5. So this is nothing but how much? Into 6. So this number should be into 3. So when you see from here right hand side to left hand side, right? So 84 by 4 gives you 21. So similarly 21 by 3 will give you how much? 7. So my answer is nothing but 7. Again here it is nothing but into 2 which follows. So my answer is 7. Fourth one, 4, 7, 12, 20, 32 question mark. Again multiplication logic won't be there, right? So again how much difference is there? Plus 3. How much difference is there? Plus 5. How much difference is there? Plus 8. And how much difference is there? Plus 12. Plus 3, plus 5, plus 8, plus 12. I can't able to get any pattern here, right? So when I take second difference here, how much difference is there? 2, then 3, then 4. So my second difference should be 5. So for that I need to have 17 here, because 12 and 17 gap is nothing but 5. So what about this number? 32 plus 17, which is nothing but 49. So this was the 4 question which they have asked in examination, right? So I hope you got all the pattern. It was easy level pattern. When you see the 5th question here, right? So they have given you 7, 4.5, 5.5, 12, question mark and 94, right? So when you see the series here, decimal is there. Whenever decimal is there, multiplication by 0.5 or 1.5 or 2.5 will be there, right? So here I don't know, but when you see here, I can say that it is into 1 plus 1, right? So 4.5 into 1 is 4.5 plus 1 is nothing but 5.5. And what about there? Into 2 plus 1. So what is 5.5 double? 11 plus 1 12. So here if you see, into 0.5 plus 1, right? So 7 half is nothing but 3.5 plus 1 is nothing but 4.5. So 0.5 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 1. What here? I can directly say that into 2.5 plus 1, right? So 12 into 2.5. How to multiply this number directly? What is 12 into 2? 24. What is half of 12? 6. So 22, 24 plus 6, 30 plus 1, 31. So my answer is 31. And what about next one? Into 3 plus 1, right? This is the pattern. Now come to 6th one. They have given you 13, 20, 46, 109, 233 and question mark, right? Again multiplication logic won't be there. So when you see the difference here, how much difference is there? 7. Here how much difference is there? 26. Here how much difference is there? 63. Here how much difference is there? 124. So 7, 26, 63, 124. After seeing this difference, can you able to identify what is the pattern? This one, but this pattern is nothing but, can I say this is 2 cube minus 1? And what about this one? 3 cube minus 1. And what about this one? 63, 4 cube minus 1. And what about this one? 5 cube minus 1. So your next number will be 6 cube minus 1. What is 6 cube? 216 minus 1, 215. So my number should be 215. Then only I can say that it is nothing but 6 cube minus 1. And your series are increasing. So your next number will be 233 plus 215. What is the answer? 448. So these were all 6 questions which they have asked yesterday in IBPS RRB PO examination. So again, welcome back. So next section is nothing but approximation, right? So there they ask 6 questions to you. When you see the first question here, 14.1 plus 16.01 whole square minus 220 is equal to question mark. And you know very well in approximation question you are not having none of this option, right? Easy level question they ask, right? Orally we can solve. So 14.1 approximately, can we write this number as 14? Yes, we can write this number as 14, right? And 16.01 can be written as 16. So what is 16 square? 256 minus 220. Right now you can use board mass rule here, right? So board mass rule is many ways are there. Better you add this value. What is 256 plus 14? 270 minus 220. So what is 270 minus 220? My answer is nothing but 50. Right? So orally we can solve this question. So when you see second question here, second question they ask 12.99 into 5.99 plus 6.00 into 8.99 whole square, right? So we are solving approximation. So 12.99 is nothing but how much? 13 into 5.99 is nothing but how much? 6 plus 6.00 is nothing but how much? 6 into 8.99 is nothing but 9. So 9 square is nothing but how much? 81, right? So what is 13 6 are 78. plus what is 6 into 81? 486, right? So what is 486 plus 78? It is nothing but 564. So my answer is nothing but 564, right? Third one. So when you see third one, 6.01 whole square plus 3.01 whole square into 14.01 is equal to question mark minus 10.99, right? So again we are solving approximation. So 6.01 can be written as 6. What is 6 square? 36 plus 3.01 whole square is nothing but 3. What is 3 square? 9 into what is 14.01? 14 is equal to question mark minus 10.99 is nothing but how much? 11, right? So again 36 plus what is 14 nines are 126 is equal to question mark minus 11. So 126 plus 36 is how much? 162. Minus 11 will come here. So 162 plus 11 is equal to question mark, and what is the value of question mark? 173. So my answer is nothing but 173, right? So when you see here fourth question, again in approximation, so they ask 6.99 divided by 5.99 into 17.99 plus 33.01 is equal to question mark, right? So again 6.99 is nothing but 7 divided by 5.99 is nothing but 6 into 17.99 is nothing but 18 plus 33. So this will go 3 times. So 7 into 3, 21 plus 33. So what is my answer? 54. My answer is nothing but 54. So my answer for the fourth question is nothing but 54, right? Fifth one. So again 7.01 into 3.99 plus 4.09 into 5.12 plus 12.01 is equal to question mark. So 7.01 is nothing but 7 into 3.99 is nothing but 4 plus 4.09 is nothing but 4 into 5.12 is nothing but 5 plus 12.01 is nothing but how much? 12 is equal to. So what is 7 into 4? 28 plus what is 4 into 5? 20 plus 12, right? So what is my answer? Directly 28 plus 12, 40 plus 20, 60. So my answer is nothing but 60, right? Sixth one. So when you see again this one, so 11.01 whole square plus 4.99 minus 2.99 whole square is equal to question mark minus 8.01 whole square. So 11.01 is nothing but 11, and what is 11 square? 121 plus 4.99 is nothing but 5 minus 2.99 is nothing but 3, and what is 3 square? 9 is equal to question mark minus what is 8.018? What is 8 square? 64. So 121 plus 5 is nothing but 126 minus 9, this minus 64 will come here, will become plus 64 is equal to question mark. So 126 minus 9 is nothing but how much? 117 plus 64. So 117 plus 64, what is my answer? 181. My answer is nothing but 181, right? So we have seen approximation questions plus number series question. Now we will come across with arithmetic, some of the arithmetic questions which they have asked in examination. So when you see the first question here, 6 years ago the ratio between the age of B and B's mother was 3:7. 8 years hence the ratio between the ages will be 4:7. Find the present age of B. So this problem is coming under problems and ages chapter, right? So first I will tell the basic method how to solve this question, right? So when you see here, who are all there in the picture? B is there, and B's mother is there, right? So B is there and B's mother, so I am representing this number as M, right? Because mother is there, right? So 6 years ago, past, right? So what is the ratio they have given you 6 years ago? So it is nothing but 3x and 7x. I assume 6 years ago the ratio of B's and B's mother was 3x 7x. This is nothing but past. Why? Because they have given 6 years ago, right? Now second line they are telling that 8 years hence. 8 years hence is from present age after 8 years, right? But what ratio they have given you before that? 6 years ago. So from 6 years ago we need to come to present, right? So what is my present ratio? My present ratio is nothing but 3x plus 6, and this is nothing but how much? 7x plus 6, right? Now future, because they have given 8 years hence, right? So we need to add 8 in both the sides, so it will become how much? So 3x plus 6 plus 8, so what it is going to be? 3x plus 14. And what about second person here? 7x plus 14. So 8 years hence, what they have given you, ratio will be 4:7, right? So again I am writing here, so B and B's mother, so 3x plus 14 divided by 7x plus 14 is equal to 4/7, right? Now we need to do cross multiplication, right? So what is 7 into 3? 21x. What is 14 into 7? 98 is equal to, what is 7 into 4? 28x plus, what is 14 into 4? 56, right? So 28 will come there, 48 will go there, so this will become 7x. 98 minus 56 is nothing but how much? 42. X is equal to how much? 6. X is equal to 6. What is this x actually? So x is nothing but past only, right? And what they are asking, find the present age of B. Find the present age of B. So what is present age of B? 3x plus 6, right? So it is nothing but 3 into 6 plus 6, which is 18 plus 6. What is my answer? 24 years. My answer is nothing but 24 years, right? So I hope you got the idea how to solve this question by normal method. Now we will see the trick here, how to solve this question, right? So who are all there in the picture? B and B's mother. So I am writing B, I am writing B's mother. So whenever you are following this kind of trick, whatever I am going to tell you, always write the past or present value in the top. So past value 6 years ago, what they have given you? 3:7. So write here 3:7, right? Then they have given future value, right? Ratio. What is the ratio they have given you? 4:7, right? So write here 4:7. Now when you see here, when you read this question here, so 6 years ago and then 8 years hence. Hence is nothing but after. So what is the time gap there? 6 years ago, 8 years hence. Time gap is nothing but 14 years. Write 14 here and write 14 here, because time gap is 14 years for both the person. Cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication method, right? So first multiply this number and this number and then take the difference. So what is 7 into 4? 28. Always minus symbol will come. What is 3 into 7? 21 is equal to, what is 14 into 7? 98 minus, what is 14 into 4? 56. So 28 minus 21, 7 is equal to 98 minus 56, 42. 7 part is 42. 1 part is how much? 6. 1 part is nothing but 6. Now we can calculate percentage or past age. What they are asking? Percentage. 3:7 is what ratio actually? It was 6 years ago, right? And they are asking find the present age of B. So 6 years ago, what was the age of B? 3. So 6 into 3, how much? 18. When? 6 years ago. But what they are asking? Present age. So we need to add plus 6 here. What is the answer? 24 years. I hope this is the best method where you can get the answer within 10 to 15 seconds, right? So I hope you are clear with the first problem. Now this they have asked second question, right? So two trains having length 200 meter and 255 meter cross each other in 7 seconds when they are traveling in opposite direction, and in 91 seconds when they are traveling in same direction. Now what they are asking to calculate here, find the speed of slower train, right? So this question, if you follow basic method, it will be better, right? So two trains are there, right? So what is the formula of speed? Speed is equal to distance by time, right? Speed is equal to distance by time. I assume two train speed is nothing but S1 plus S2, right? S1 and S2. But why I am considering S1 plus S2 initially? Because what they have given here, opposite direction. Whenever two trains are traveling in opposite direction, what will be the relative speed? It is nothing but sum of the speed itself, right? So first case, since both are traveling in opposite direction, so S1 plus S2 is equal to, what will be the distance? Whenever two trains are traveling in opposite direction, we need to add the length of both the train. So what they have given you, 200 and 255. What is 200 and 255 when you add? 455. So 455, and how much time they are taking whenever they are crossing in opposite direction? 7 seconds. So right here 7, right? So 7 6 are 42, 7 5 are. So S1 plus S2 is equal to how much? 65. When both are traveling in opposite direction, right? come to the second case here. In the second case, what they are telling, so distance is same. Now here both the trains are traveling in same direction. So whenever two trains are traveling in same direction, what will be their relative speed? It is nothing but difference of speed is said, right? So S1 minus S2 is equal to, distance is same, which is 455. And what about time? Time they have given you 91 seconds, right? So right here 91. Again it will go 5 times, right? So S1 plus S2 is equal to 65. S1 minus S2 is equal to 5, right? When you add these two equations, what you will be getting? So 2S1 is equal to how much? 65 plus 5, which is nothing but 70. So what about S1? S1 is nothing but how much? 35, right? When you subtract these two equations, what you will be getting? 2S2 is equal to how much? 65 minus 5, which is nothing but 60. So what is the value of S2? 30. So S1 is equal to 35, S2 is equal to 30. Now what they are asking here? Speed of the slower train. So what is the speed of the slower train here? 30. But this, when you see the here, length they have given you meter and time they have given you second. But what they are asking here? In kilometer per hour. How to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour? So 30 into 18 by 5. I hope you know very well. So what is 18 6 108 kilometer per hour. This is my answer for this question, right? I hope you are clear with second question. Now we will see third question. So when you see the third question here, in a partnership, A and B invest rupees 8,000 and 14,000. After 6 months, C replaces B with the amount which is half of B. At the end of a year, the profit share of C is rupees 2,450. Now they are asking to calculate the total profit, right? So this question comes under partnership chapter. Partnership, you have only one small concept, and that is nothing but profit is equal to capital or investment into time period, right? So here who are all there in the picture? Now since two persons they have given initially, but in the second line they are telling about third person, so I will write 3 persons at a time, right? So A is there, B is there, C is there, right? And what is investment of A and B? Initially they have given you 8,000 and 14,000, right? So you know very well profit is equal to capital into time. It is nothing but ratio. So A's investment is nothing but how much? 8,000. B's investment is how much? 14,000. And what about time period? So they are talking about year. Year is nothing but how many months will be there in a year? 12 months. So A invested for 12 months into 12. What about B? You can't say that B is 12 months. Why? Because clearly they have mentioned that after 6 months, C replaces B. That means B was there in the picture for how many months? 6 months. It is not 12 months, it is nothing but 6 months. After 6 months, what happens? C replaces B with the amount which is half of B. So B's investment is nothing but how much? 14,000. What is half of 14,000? 7,000. So C's investment will be 7,000 again for how many months? 6 months, right? So first this 30 and 30 will be cancelled, right? 6 ones are 6 ones are 6 twos are, what is 8 into 2? 16. What is 14 into 1? 14. And what is 7 into 1? 7, right? So my profit ratio of A, B and C is nothing but 16 is to 14 is to 7. Now what they have given you? At the end of the year, the profit share of C is rupees 2450. They have not given you total profit. What they have given you? Share of C, which is nothing but 2450, right? So share of C is 7. So can I say 7 part is nothing but how much they have given you? 2450. Now what they are asking here? Total profit. Total profit is nothing but 16 plus 14 plus 7. What is 16 plus 14? 30 plus 7? 37. So it is nothing but 37 part, right? So again, when you cancel this number, so 7 3s are 21, remainder is 3, 7 5s are, so 350 into 37, 0 as it is I wrote. Now how to multiply 35 into 37? Right? How to multiply 35 into 37? When you see here, multiplication of two numbers whenever difference is 2. Whenever difference is 2, what is the shortcut here? Middle number square minus 1 square. So between 35 and 37, which is the middle number? 36. What is 36 square? 1296 minus 1, 1295. So my answer is 12950. I hope you are clear with this one, right? It's again very simple question, right? This is the fourth question which they have asked in examination. a shopkeeper gives a discount of 40% on MRP, and further he gives another discount of 25% on cash payment. Now they are asking find the total equivalent discount, right? Many ways are there to solve this question, right? Best way, I will start. Best way is nothing but successive percentage change, right? Successive percentage change. What is the meaning of successive percentage change? It is nothing but x plus y plus xy divided by 100, right? Basics of percentage. X plus y plus xy by 100, where x and y is nothing but percentage value, whatever they have given you, right? But here they have used that word discount. They have used that word discount. So whenever discount word is there, how your formula will be? It is nothing but minus x minus y. So what is minus into minus? Plus xy divided by 100, right? So x value is nothing but initially how much discount they are giving? 40%. So minus 40 minus, what about second discount? 25%. So minus 25%. What is minus into minus? Plus 40 into 25 divided by 100. So what is minus 40 and minus 25? Minus 65 plus 25 4s are 4 10s are, so plus 10. So what is minus 65 plus 10? 55%. 55% is my answer, right? This is one method to solve this question. Second method also I will tell you. We have already seen percentage to fraction conversion method. That method also I will tell you, right? So discount, what is the meaning of discount? Discount is nothing but some relaxation on mark price, right? So I am writing here mark price, I am writing here selling price, right? So first one, what they have given you? 40% discount. What is 40% fraction value? It is nothing but 2 by 5, right? It is nothing but 2 by 5. If my mark price is 5 rupees, I am giving 2 rupees discount. So what about my selling price? 5 minus 2, mark price minus selling price, which is nothing but how much? 3. Second one, what they have given you? 25% discount. What is 25% fraction value? 1 by 4, right? 1 by 4. 4 rupees is mark price, 1 rupees discount is there. So what about selling price? 3 rupees, right? Multiply these two. What is 5 into 4? 20. What is 3 into 3? 9, right? So what is the meaning of discount percent? That is what they are asking. It is nothing but difference of this number. What is 20 minus 9? 11. 11 on what? 20 into 100. 25s are, so what is 11 into 5? 55%. This is also one way. If you don't know successive percentage concept also, by this also you can able to solve this question. So again, we have solved approximation, we have seen number series question and some of the arithmetic questions which they have asked in examination. Now they have asked 6 questions on quadratic equation, right? So one by one we'll see all the questions here. So when you see the first question here, what they have asked here, 2x square minus 19x plus 45 is equal to 0. Then 2y square minus 15y plus 28 is equal to 0. Already in my previous video I told you, right, how to solve those questions and all. Again, it's just a recap only, right? So when I considering this first equation here, so again triangle method is the best method, right? So multiply constant value with the coefficient of x square. So what is the constant value? Plus 45. Constant value is nothing but plus 45. What is the coefficient of x square? Plus 2. So plus 45 into plus 2 is nothing but how much? 90. And what is coefficient of x? Minus 19. So what can be the two number? 19 table or 10 table, right? So it is nothing but minus 10 and minus 9, right? So when you add this value, you will be getting minus 19. When you multiply these two value, you will be getting 90. Again, you need to change the sign. So it is nothing but 10 and 9. Then you need to divide both the side by the coefficient of x square. So by 2 by 2. What is my answer for the first case? 4 and 4.5, right? My answer is nothing but 5 and 4.5. Again, when you see second one here, right? So what is the constant value here? Plus 28. What is coefficient of y square? Plus 2. Plus 28 into plus 2 is nothing but how much? Plus 56, right? What is coefficient of y? Minus 15. Again, you should know the table of 8 and 7. So what can be the number? Minus 7 and minus 8. When you change the sign, 7 and 8 will come. Then divide by the coefficient of y square, which is by 2 and by 2. So what is my answer here? 3.5 and 4. Now orally we can compare. When you compare 5 and 3.5, which is greater? 5 is greater. When you compare 5 and 4, which is greater? 5 is greater. When you compare 4.5 and 3.5, which is greater? X is greater. When you compare 4.5 and 4, which is greater? X is greater. So throughout x is greater. So what is my answer for the first case? My answer is x is greater than y. This is my answer for the first case, right? Now come to the second one, right? So when you see the second one here, what they have given you, 2x square minus 13x plus 21 is equal to 0. So what is the constant value here? Plus 21. What is the coefficient of x square? Plus 2. What is 21? 2 is a 42. I am writing here, right? What is coefficient of x? Minus 13. Now what can be the two number? So 7 and 6, you know the table, 7 6 are 42, 7 plus 6 is nothing but 13, but minus symbol is there, so make it minus 7 and minus 6, change the sign, so it will become 7 and 6. And what is the coefficient of x square? 2. So you need to divide here. So what is my answer for the first case? 3.5 and 3, right? Second one, y equation. So straight away, y square minus 12y plus 35 is equal to 0, right? So again, plus 35 into plus 1 is nothing but plus 35. Coefficient of y is nothing but minus 12. So what can be the two number? 7 and 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. 7 into 5 is nothing but 35, but minus symbol is there. So minus 7 and minus 5. So what is my final answer? 7 and 5, right? My answer is nothing but 7 and 5. Then you have to compare. So 3.5 and 7, which is greater? Y is greater, right? 3.5 and 5, which is greater? Y is greater. 3 and 7, which is greater? Y is greater. And 3 and 5, which is greater? Again y is greater. Nowhere x is greater, everywhere y is greater. So what is my answer here? X is less than y. My answer is nothing but x is less than y, right? Now see the third question here. X square minus 9x plus 20 is equal to 0. 2y square minus 11y plus 15 is equal to 0. So again, first one directly you can say also now. Why? You should know the table also, right? What is 5 into 4? 20, and 5 plus 4 is nothing but 9. But minus symbol is there, right? Like we have seen previous case, wherever minus symbol will be there, your answer will be directly positive number, 5 and 4. So directly for the first case, I can say that my answer for the x is nothing but how much? 4 and 5. My answer for the x case is nothing but how much? 4 and 5. Again, second one, 2y square minus 11y plus 15 is equal to 0, right? So when you see this triangle method here, plus 15 into plus 2 is nothing but how much? 30, and this is nothing but minus 11. Now again, what can be the two number? 6 5s are 30, 6 plus 5 is nothing but 11, but minus symbol is there, so minus 6 and minus 5, it will be 6 and 5, and divide by coefficient of y square. What is the coefficient of y square? By 2. So here for this one, my answer is nothing but 3 and 2.5. Then we need to compare. So when you compare 4 and 3, which is greater? X is greater. When you compare 4 and 2.5, which is greater? X is greater. When you compare 5 and 3, which is greater? Again x is greater. When you compare 3 and 2.5, which is greater? Again x is greater. So what is my answer directly? X is greater than y, right? Fourth one, 2x square minus 11x plus 12 is equal to 0. Y square minus 7y plus 12 is equal to 0. So for the first case directly, again, constant value is plus 12. Coefficient of x square is nothing but plus 2. Plus 12 into plus 2 is nothing but how much? 24. Coefficient of x is nothing but how much? Minus 11. So again, what can be the two number? 8 3s are 24. 8 plus 3 is nothing but 11. So minus symbol is there. Minus 8 and minus 3. Again, change the sign. It will become 8 and 3. Then we need to divide by x square coefficient. So by 2 and by 2, it is nothing but how much? 4 and 1.5. Right? 4 and 1.5. When you see second equation, again like this question, y square minus 7y plus 12 is equal to 0. 4 3s are 12. 4 and 3 is nothing but 7. So minus symbol is there. So my answer is nothing but 3 and 4. Again we need to compare. So 4 and 3, which is greater? X is greater. 4 and 4 equal. 1.5 and 3, which is greater? Y is greater. So in one case x is greater, in one case y is greater. Here itself we need to stop the process. My answer is nothing but relationship can't be established, right? Relationship can't be established. Now this is the fifth question which they have asked in examination. X square minus 56 is equal to 25 and y square minus 18y plus 81 is equal to 0, right? So when you see the first equation here, x square minus 56 is equal to 25. So can I say like this? X square is equal to 56 plus 25, which is nothing but how much? 81, right? I just transpose minus 56 there, so it will become plus 56, right? So x square is equal to 81. X square is equal to 81, right? X square is equal to 1. What is the value of x? Plus or minus 1. How? Even power is there, right? So here what they have given you, x square is equal to 81. So what is the value of x? It is nothing but how much? Plus or minus 9. It is nothing but how much? Plus or minus 9. right? Now when you see the second equation here, what they have given you, y square minus 18y plus 81 is equal to 0, right? So directly we can solve also, right? Because y square is equal to how much? Minus 18y plus 81 they have given you, right? So if you go with triangle method also, so constant value is how much? Plus 81. Coefficient of y square is nothing but how much? 1. So what is 81 into 1? 81. So right here 81, right? Constant value is nothing but how much? Minus 18. Coefficient of y is nothing but minus 18, right here, right? Then what can be the two numbers are nothing but 9 into 9. Why? 9 into 9 is nothing but 81, and minus 9 and minus 9 is nothing but how much? Minus 18, right? So minus 9 and minus 9, right? Then we need to change the sign, so it will become how much? 9 and 9. Then we need to compare. So when you compare 9, so I am writing this number here, 9 and 9. So when you compare here, 9 and 9 equal, right? Again 9 and 9 equal, minus 9 and 9, which is greater? Y is greater. Again minus 9 and 9, which is greater? Y is greater. So in two cases your values are equal, in two cases your y values are great. So what can be your answer? X is less than or equal to y. X is less than or equal to y. Now come to the sixth question here. So when you see the sixth question here, what they are asking here, x square minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0, y square minus 11y plus 30 is equal to 0, right? So when you see the first expression here, what you will be getting? Coefficient of x square is nothing but how much? Plus 1. Constant value plus 12. Plus 12 into plus 1 is nothing but how much? Plus 12, right? What is coefficient of x? Minus 7, right here minus 7. Now what can be the two number? 3 4s are 12, 3 plus c 7, right? So minus 3 and minus 4, right? Change the sign, it will become how much? 3 and 4, right? Now come to the second expression. The second expression, what they have given you, y square minus 11y plus 30 is equal to 0, right? Directly also we can solve, or else go with triangle method. So what is coefficient of y square? Again plus 1. Constant value plus 30. Plus 30 into plus 1 is nothing but how much? 30. What is coefficient of y? Minus 11, right here minus 11. Again what can be the two number? So 6 and 5, but here minus symbol is there, so make it minus 6 and minus 5. So change the sign, 6 and 5. So what is my final answer? 6 and 5. Why? Because coefficient of y square is nothing but how much? 1. Now I am writing this value here, x value 3 and 4. So when you compare this value here, what you got? Plus 6 and plus 3. When you compare, which is greater? X is greater. Plus 6 and plus 4, which is greater? X is greater. And then 5 and 3, which is greater? X is greater. 5 and 4, which is greater? X is greater. Nowhere equal to sign is there, everywhere X is greater. So what is my answer here? X is greater than Y. So my answer is nothing but X is greater than Y, right? I hope you are clear with all these 6 quadratic equations which they have asked in examination. Plus we have seen number series question, approximation question, and some of the arithmetic question which they have asked in IBPS, RBPO prelims level examination. So just do subscribe this channel, again I am telling you, right? So do subscribe this TP Chennai and share it to your friend circles and all, so that everyone will get this information and whatever questions we have discussed here, and they will be getting future updates also from TP Chennai, right? So in future I will be solving again, you have second coming examination is nothing but IBPS RRB assistant examination plus SBI clerical mains level examination. We will solve those questions also here, right? So do share this questions whatever we have seen here to your friend circle and all, and share it among other people also, right? So that it will be useful, right? So hope you got all the idea, right? All the best, have a nice day.